Hi, everybody. This is Mel and Leah from NiceGirlsTV.com. We're here to talk about a new Hallmark holiday movie on the 12th date of Christmas. It premieres November 1st, 2020 on Hallmark Channel. If you have not yet watched On the 12th Date of Christmas, just be warned, there are spoilers ahead.
So on the 12th date of Christmas, I'm going to read you the original synopsis here for you. Two seemingly incompatible game designers team up to create a romantic citywide scavenger hunt themed for the 12 days of Christmas.
And this stars Mallory Jansen and Tyler Hines. If they look familiar, there's a good reason. Mallory was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and she was the queen, right? In Gallivant.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Gallivant's true love, he thought, who ran off and married the bumbling king in Gallivant. And Tyler has been in The Mistletoe Secret and It's Christmas Eve. That's Christmas, Eve, both on Hallmark.
Clever.
They're so clever. All right. So overall, what did you think about the 12th date of Christmas?
I thought it was a 5 overall. I really liked it. I really did. I thought, I don't know, I'm a sucker for a scavenger hunt. I love a good scavenger hunt. I also like Chicago. When we went and visited, I was pleasantly surprised with how fantastic the city was. So it being set in Chicago, I don't know, I really loved the movie. What about you?
Same. I'm going to give this one a 5 because I thought it's not necessarily an original idea, but because of the acting and the writing, they showcased so much of Chicago, which is one of my favorite cities in the U.S. I loved it. I thought it was just great. I mean, I don't, that's not very highbrow, but I'm going to say I really enjoyed it. I chuckled. I got the warm fuzzies. I got a little steamy. I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah, it was. And I think part of it was their chemistry together. They were just
For sure.
amazing. Yeah. I totally believe them as a couple by the end.
Yes. I totally bought them falling in love. I really liked how they started it out where this is a, antagonistic relationship to start with. And they're competing for the same promotion. He's the veteran at this gaming company, which, as a side note, where can I find a company like that to work for? Because that seems like so much fun.
Yes, please sign me up for that.
Yeah, I think that they're like the game creation department in a marketing company is what I think maybe is actually going on there. Or maybe it's a standalone gaming company that works with.
I don't know, but when I Googled, I could not find any of those jobs. So if somebody has one, drop a comment below. I would love to work remotely for your game design company.
Yes, absolutely. It just sounded like the most fun. And if somebody came up with this out of their own brain and it doesn't actually exist, they need to jump on that idea ASAP because it looked like a lot of fun.
Yep.
So he's the veteran at this company. She's new. She's from Iowa. So we have our small town girl goes to the big city. And she's come here for the opportunity. She's come to Chicago for the opportunity, and she's working her way up. She's proven herself. She's very creative and
very much a people person.
Yes. And he's not. He's kind of a grumpy at first. He just seems really grumpy, and he's very set in his ways. He's structured. He's got a partner that he usually works with, and they work well together, and he doesn't understand why he can't his partner's wife has a baby at a very inconvenient time. So
the nerve of her.
He just wants to work on his own. He doesn't understand why he has to be partnered up with this young creative person, but she makes a really positive impression on their client, and so they get partnered up together. And I appreciated the fact that even though this is a Hallmark movie, they're going to be together in the end. It doesn't start out that way. It doesn't start out with her trying to get his attention in that way or him trying to get her attention in that way. It's very much she's trying to prove herself for her job. She wants to succeed at her job. And she wants to.
She's not trying to get his attention or catch his eye or anything like that. She's really just trying to do her job.
and do it well. She's trying to impress the client and her boss,
Yeah.
not trying to get a boyfriend. And I appreciated that. I thought that added some extra depth to the whole thing. And he's just, there are moments where I felt like he was looking at her like, who is this puppy that is
Yes.
just, I'm trying to work and this puppy will not leave me
Yes.
alone.
Yes, she has the big wide eyes, you know? Yes.
And she's so eager and so energetic. And he's just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, could you just calm down?
Which is so funny because he's not curmudgeonly, but you know, he's older seeming. Like he seems kind of grumpy, like you said, set in his ways and older. And she's like this young, energetic, you know, running circles around him and energy wise. But really, they're about the same age. I mean, they're not that far apart in age. So,
And once you get to know more about him, you realize why he's that way
right,
at work is because he's got so much other stuff going on. Because
right,
it turns out, his father was in the military and he's got a medical issue and he's been in the hospital in Germany and he's about to be discharged and come home to Chicago to their grandfather's house that his sister is living in, that Tyler's
yeah.
character's sister is living in with
And it's
her.
like 100-year-old house that he built himself or something. The grandpa.
Yeah, the grandfather did. Yeah. And so, and it's falling apart and they don't have the money to fix it. And that's why one of the reasons he wants this promotion. His sister and her husband and her daughter live there. Her husband's also in the military and he gets deployed. There's a lot going on that could be just real melodramatic and treacly,
Right.
but it comes off so genuine. And I mean, I have a pretty chaotic family.
There's a lot of you.
Yeah, Leah knows. Leah hears about it. There's a lot. So there's a lot going on, and there's just it's a lot of chaos. And so I believed it. I totally believed it, and I understood why he was like, "Listen, I don't have time for any of this at work because I'm dealing with all of this other stuff." So I liked that part of it. I could relate.
Yeah, absolutely. I can totally see that. And it did like humanize him a little more, I guess. Maybe make him, I don't know, even when he was being grumpy at the beginning, you see all this other stuff going on and you're like, okay, well, he's actually not a grumpy bastard. He's really got a lot going on and he wants promotion for good reason, not because, you know, he just feels like he's the best candidate. He has an actual, like, I need this money so I can do this thing for my family. So that wasn't
Exactly. Yeah. He's all grumpy and businesslike, and then you realize, yeah, it's because he had to stop by the ancient house before work and fix the plumbing.
Yep.
And it's still not fixed.
I was gonna say, it seemed like every morning he was stopping by on his way to work. I'm working from home right now, and I wouldn't have time to stop by and do something on my way down the stairs. And he's like dressed and ready to go, and he's there doing plumbing, and then he's off to his job and he's killing it. I mean, it was impressive. Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's getting up at 4 a.m. to bake grandma's sugar cookies to take to work.
I know, vanilla meltaways and all sorts of nonsense baking. Which where was she doing her baking? I mean, that was a killer apartment, but she has so many decorations. When they first showed her office, I was like, where is her computer?
I know.
Where is her laptop going to sit? Because there are so many decorations. How does she function in there?
I think if I was going to take points off for anything, it would be the way that her office is decorated. That was overkill.
Yes.
But I liked the rest of the movie so much. I'm just like,
I know.
Whatever, give it a 5.
Exactly.
So, and then their chemistry together was excellent amazing. From the start. It was very good. But they had great chemistry with the secondary characters in their lives as well.
Yep.
Him and his sister, the way that they bantered, I was like, oh, yeah, that's me and my brother.
Whoever wrote that actually had siblings, because sometimes you can tell when people write something, they don't actually know what they're talking about. They just like, oh, well, I saw in a movie once. No.
Yeah, or they don't have siblings like actual close to.
Yeah. Yes.
The writers,
it seems like actual siblings.
Yeah. The writers here are Christine Conrad and Jamie Pacino. I'm not positive that I am getting those correct, but, and they both have written several TV movies in the past. Excuse me. Christine has a lot of murder movies in her past. On
Okay.
her, if you go to her IMDb, there's a ton of like Lifetime psycho killer movies.
You know,
And
I love
then
nothing more than a good murder, so I will be checking those out.
and then she turns it in. There's Zombie at 17, Murdered at 17, and then
Zombie at
on the
17.
12th date of Christmas.
That's awesome.
I'm not sure what happened that got her to switch her
She fell in love.
genres, but maybe she did fall in love.
She got over her bad breakup, wrote all her murder movies, and now she's in love and she's writing Hallmark.
That's it.
That's what it is. I'm sure of it.
And then Jamie Pachinko actually has quite a few holiday movies in her past, but she's also got some crime dramas. She wrote several episodes of Chicago PD.
Oh,
She wrote a couple episodes of The Brave, which I don't think is on the air anymore.
No, and that was such a good show. That's not why we're here, but that was such a good show. Very, very upset that went off the air.
She also wrote several episodes of Halt and Catch Fire.
Oh,
yeah, which is that period piece on Silicon Valley, right?
Yes.
That's
yep.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah. So and then Sneaky Pete. She was
in Hallmark.
An executive producer on Sneaky Pete. So I just don't even know with these women, but
they are very well-rounded.
They are. But I wonder if they're bringing, because they've worked in so many genres, collectively, they brought some, so much experience and so much of that timing.
That's true, because a lot of times, I'm not going to knock romance. I will read a Harlequin romance every time it's handed to me. I'll be like, oh nope, I'll read that one, no problem. So I'm not knocking a whole like romance books or anything, but they do have a very similar feel. Like you can tell, kind of what's going to happen, what the people are going to say. I mean, you can almost word for word figure it out as you're going along. And this movie wasn't quite like that. So maybe it was their different background with the different shows they've written.
Yeah, they were able to build in some, I feel like twists might be a little too extreme, but
it was still a Hallmark holiday movie. But yes, yes, yes,
yeah. I thought this was fantastic. I thought it was well written. I thought it was a creative idea. The scavenger hunt was so much fun.
Yes,
and I wondered if Chicago, the tourism, or the tourism board or whatever they call it there, if they are invested in this movie.
They should be, because it really organically brought them to all these different places that brought life to the movie.
Yeah, and they're not well-known places. I've been to Chicago many, many times, and I only knew a handful of them. But that was the point of the scavenger hunt, was it's for people who live in Chicago who maybe aren't familiar with the different neighborhoods, and that's what they were showcasing.
Yep.
So kudos to them for that.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, I thought the little girl, his
niece. She was very cute.
A lot of times kids, especially in these holiday movies, you're like, oh my gosh, somebody send that child to bed.
Yeah, exactly. That's somebody's niece. Somebody on the show said, here, hire my niece. But no, this girl was really good.
She was. She did a good job, and she had amazing chemistry with the adults.
Yes.
I mean,
well, that was the other good thing. Mallory's character just fit right in with the family. Like they went ice skating, and she was off skating with the niece and talking to the sister. And I mean, she showed up at that craft fair, which should have been weird. You shouldn't show up at your coworker's child or niece's craft fairs unannounced, but it didn't seem weird. It worked out pretty well. I mean, she bought some crafty stuff, and the niece showed her around. And
I think one of the reasons it didn't feel weird is because her roommate called her out on it.
That's true. She did.
Just right off the bat, she's like, isn't this a little stalkery?
And it was.
Well, yeah, kind of, but
but he's hot and so am I, so it'll work out. Don't worry.
Did you not read the script? This is a Hallmark movie. Yeah, I thought, the roommate was, she was good. The boss, I really liked him.
Yeah, I liked him too. He was a good mix of slightly sarcastic and funny, with also being, like the boss.
Yeah. He's a little bit snarky.
Yep.
He's got this baby face. So at first I was like, really?
Who is he the boss of? But yeah,
when it came down to it, he's like, yeah, no, I'm the boss, and this is what's going to happen. So
yes,
I thought that was good casting. So I'm giving it a 5 for the story, the casting, the writing, the acting, the directing, the editing, the costumes, music, the setting.
Yep.
It's excellent. It's easily in my top 5 of Hallmark holiday movies.
Yeah, and we watch a lot of Hallmark holiday movies.
We do. It's not a short list, y'all.
No. Yeah, it was good.
All right. Yeah. So I highly recommended 2 thumbs up from both of us.
Yep.
And it's a little steamier because the chemistry is good.
Yeah, he gave her looks every once in a while, and I was just like, oh, if this wasn't on Hallmark, something else would be happening right now. That's
exactly. Yeah. Yep. So, and that final kiss was okay. We're actually going for it. All right. Yes. I'm pretty sure there was some tongue in there, you guys.
Oh, before the pandemic, when you could stick your tongue in coworkers' mouths. Good old days. The good old days.
They got it in under the wire.
Yep, just right under the wire.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. So let's get back to this.
Moving on.
So, yes. At nicegirlstv.com, you can find our Hallmark holiday bingo cards. We love Hallmark holiday bingo. And so I randomly pulled a card that I'm going to show you in just a second. But this year, if you take your card and get a bingo, you should email it to us at editor@nicegirlstv.com. We're going to take all the bingos, and at the end of the Hallmark holiday movie season, that's a mouthful. We are going to put them in a raffle and draw a winner who will get a really cute blanket I saw on Etsy that says, "This is my Hallmark holiday movie watching blanket." So definitely play along with us. Give me just a minute here. I'm going to turn my phone around and show you the card that I picked for this one. One moment. Oh, no. Hi. Oh, this is my first time on Zoom, people, so just bear with me. Okay. All right, here we go. So we have holiday baked goods because, of course, she baked all of the fantastic cookies. We have an adorable child. We have a best friend boss in person of color. In fact, I want to comment that not only was their boss a person of color, but the woman who ran the hotel was a boss and a person of color, which, usually they're relegated to sidekicks in these movies. So that was nice. She was from a small town in Iowa. She kept saying it over and over and over. And they went ice skating, of course. Did I miss any? This is Hallmark Holiday Bingo card number 1, in case you were wondering.
Let's see.
Read that. There was no tree lighting, right? No old flame.
Did we have a dead parent? Yes.
Was her parent?
Because his mom was dead.
His dad. Yeah, his mom was dead. Okay. I never get. You know what? Let's just X that one. That's awesome.
That's
still no bingo. Still no bingo on this one, but definitely fill them out. Send them in to us. Let us know. Maybe there was a bingo on a different card and I picked the wrong one.
Yeah. I see that one has family business in jeopardy, but it should have been family home in jeopardy.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember if we have that on any of the cards.
I don't think so.
Well, I might need to change that from family business to family business / home.
Yes.
Because that often happens.
Yes. You can also check out hallmarkchannel.com. They have a movie checklist app. You can download it on Apple or Android, and then you can check this movie off on the 12th date of Christmas. The app's pretty cool. You can check off the movie you've seen, shows you movies that are upcoming, movies you may have missed. It's a good app. Check it out.
And my virtual background here, I have not yet decorated for Christmas, y'all. And it's not going to look like this when I do. This is way fancier. But this is also from hallmarkchannel.com. They have a whole suite of Zoom backgrounds that you can download, not just for Christmas. They have them for the fall for favorite shows. And I assume they'll have them, when they get around to their Valentine's movie marathons as well.
Yep.
So you can find this and many other backgrounds at hallmarkchannel.com. This is turning into a commercial for Hallmark Channel, but
it might be. Can we talk to somebody from Hallmark? Can you check us out, please? We'd love to make money off this, please. So do what you can.
We will not only be reviewing Hallmark movies. All the other networks are getting involved in holiday movies as well, and the streamers. So if just come on back, we're going to be talking holiday movies for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could talk holiday movies year round and not run out of holiday movies to talk about.
I agree. At this point, there's like 70,000. So, and they're all on Hallmark. That's not even getting to Lifetime and Up and
Netflix and
yeah, Netflix.
Everything.
Yep. I think Hulu might be getting into it this year too. I'm not sure.
That's true. So yeah, check us out here and check us out at nicegirlstv.com. We have a lot of content there, a lot of different holiday movies, photos, synopsis, some reviews. So check it out.
Happy holidays.
Bye, guys.